Welcome along and welcome back to Meadow Grove Farm. Today we're starting off with just sort of topping off this trailer. This is the last load of silage that we have to put into our PGA for today. We might put a little bit more in. We moved to the next game day. So we actually got quite a lot of money for our silage, for our last set of silage overnight. We've got 4 trailers. Well, this will be our 4th trailer full today. Once we've done this, we need to pop over and deal with our crops. So our Axion is currently out there planting. I think it's soybean. No, it must be canola that we're putting in this time, if I remember correctly. There we go. That is a full trailer. While that's doing the next field full of soybeans. Next field full of canola, we need to weed the first one, because the first one has popped through the ground and started growing. So we're going to be using our Maxim for that. What we have at the moment, though, is just need to get this through. Hopefully, this is going to be enough to do this. Along with, I think we have enough milk now. So I think we're going to be selling some milk today as well. So those are basically the 3 jobs we got. It's finishing off this one from last time. We got enough silage in our clamp, actually, I think, to top it off if we need to. But yeah, finishing off this, we're going to go and sell some milk, and then we're going to go and deal with the weeds with this tractor. So we're going to get some care wheels on this, and hook it up to the sprayer again, and get the weeds dealt with as sort of the last thing we need to do today. But this should bring in at sort of midnight tonight, or midnight on this game day. It should bring in another whole whack of money. I just think it'll take us up to maybe about 90,000. And while we're tipping this, I'm just going to double check exactly how much milk we have. So that is tipping. Great. Let's have a look at our milk. So we have 9,000 litres of milk. So we have enough milk there as well. And in fact, here we've got slurry and we've got manure as well. So we've got a huge amount of stuff we can sell. So looking at that, I think our best bet today is to actually continue with our selling. So we're going to sell some manure and sell some slurry as well. We should be able to sell that down here, I think. Not 100% sure where our slurry sell point is. We should be able to check on the map for that stuff, though. So we'll head back up to the farm, and we'll head down to where our manure is, and load up with that, I think. And we might have more manure than that too. So we're back up at the yard, and I'm going to park the trailer in here. I think I've had a better use for our slurry, though. In that it's actually cheaper. We'll make less off it than it would cost us to purchase in fertilizer. So we might as well see if we can get the slurry onto the field, and maybe do both of our fields with that. So let's have a look at how much. So we got 42,000 litres of slurry. We'd be a little bit mad not to use it, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go and have a look and see what we've got in the way of slurry tanks. So we've got the basic stuff, but we should have a few mods sitting here. There we go. So we've got the Abbeys, so we could hire one of the Abbeys. We've got the big horse ones. We've also got the Marshall. The Marshall holds 8,000. The Abbeys hold 11,000. I wanted to use the Abbeys on here for a while. Now, I can't see any massive difference other than this is a galvanized one versus the red one. I'm going to look at the red one, and I think, wow, I don't think we can get it. We can get it in the case red, actually, with the black wheels, which is quite nice. So go with that. Wheel setup as standard or wide. Yeah. Oh, wow, 3 different types of wide. So we're going to go with those ones. Don't need the extra hose. Top fill, I think we'll go with. No registration, so that's good. 20,000 for this one, but we're not going to go with that. We're going to rent it. So let's lease that. Absolutely perfect. And I am going to then head down to the shop, grab that, and bring it back up here. We're back up at the yard. We've got the Abbey tanker on the back. Oop. Yep, there we go. We made it round. And yeah, we're going to fill it up. Now, one of the advantage of this this slurry spreader, as well as being able to spread slurry, of course, is this works as a tank. So if we want to go and sell this, we can head down and sell this with this as well. So that is you know, a really useful bit. Here we go, 42,000 litres of slurry, and we can fill up this 11,000 litre tank, which is brilliant. Going to be absolutely massively useful. That. There we go. More difficult than I'd expected to do that. There we go. So yeah, there we are. That is our slurry tanker, and what we're going to be using going forward today. Now, we can only do one of our fields. I'd hoped that we're going to be able to do both fields, but on looking past, on looking at it as we went past, I discovered that field 3 has already grown beyond first stage growth in one part of it, which is unfortunate because I would quite like to have actually done the whole field with this. Now, the trouble is we do need to get doing some fertilizing on there, because if we don't, we're going to run into trouble. We're not going to be able to get the full fertilization on it. You might see how it goes, but you can see it's there. It's really full of weeds. We are going to have to spray those. So once we got this on here, we are going to go and spray those off. I think we've got some herbicide kicking around, and of course, if not, then we do actually have some money to buy herbicide at the moment, which is pretty good. But we are trying not to spend too much, because we want to get these new fields as soon as possible. And we should be able to by selling off some bits and pieces. So we're going to get the manure, the slurry spreading going on here. Now, it's not as wide as I think it is. And we don't have GPS on here, which would be good, but it's, yeah. It's not something that we have. There we go. So get that going. So we're going to get this spread. We're going through this actually pretty quickly. We're down to nearly 50% off one run. So we wouldn't have enough of this slurry to do both fields anyway. Looking at this, 42,000 litres of slurry is not going to go very far at all. So I don't think we're going to have enough to sell this. But I'm going to keep getting this spread and see how far we get with what we do have. Spreading the last of our slurry now, and yeah, as I suspected after we'd emptied the first one of this, we have only just had just about enough slurry to do this field. We should have enough to do this and sort of cover the various bits in a couple of places where we've fallen a bit short. Yeah, sort of the headlands need going over a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty much covered this field, and that's it. So it looks like we're not going to have enough of this to actually sell, seeing as we've only got about 3,000 litres left. I'm just sort of covering some patches here in the headlands, as you can see. We want to sort of get as best coverage as we can here. So basically where we've done our turn on the headlands, we've missed. And then there's a little bit up the side at the top here. So we want to get back up the top of the field here. And once we're up here, just sort of fill this space. And then this is nicely fertilized. What we're going to need to do is we're going to get this tractor back up to our main yard, get it into the workshop, and switch the tyres over so that we can get this field and the field beside it weeded. So, yeah, there we go. That is all of the slurry, and it's left us with 503 litres. So we're going to leave that in our slurry spreader and go and park this back up at the main farm, or back up the dairy farm, because that's where the best place for it to live. And we are going to get the wheels, the care wheels onto this and get back and hopefully get some fertilizer onto field 3 so that next time we'll be able to weed both our fields. Let's get our case into the workshop then and switch over the wheels. Off and out. Customize it. No, I think narrows are narrow twins. We do have, there we go, narrow wheels. Customize that. Perfect. Reconnect our front. Start up. And let's head back down to the other yard and hook up our sprayer and hopefully get rid of the weeds. Here we are back at the yard. Let's get this hooked up and have a look. What is it going to... Alright, it's got liquid fertilizer at the moment. Do we have any... I'm not sure if we do actually have any liquid or any herbicide here. What is in this box here? That is herbicide. Okay, and we may have some actually in our trailer here as well. So I'm going to bring this here. And hopefully this will then unload it. Yeah, there we go. Now, is this herbicide in here or is this fertilizer? Let's have a check. Right, I'm not sure there's anything in that at all. If we do need a herbicide, then we might pop down to the shop and sort that out. But how much? Oh, we don't. Yeah, we don't have much in here at all. So let's take our little trailer down there and go and fill this up with some herbicide. Let's see. Yeah, it's completely empty. We'll take 8,000 litres, so that's good. Let's pop down to the shop with this, get this filled up, and get back to the farm. So we're back up here now, and we've filled that up. It's cost us £10,000 to do that. So let's fill up our herbicide tank, or our sprayer. The rest of the way off that. There we go. And out into our field. So we'll get this sprayed. We'll get the other one sprayed. Yeah, that will be a great job jobbed. So unfold our sprayer. And this will take no time with this sprayer. Make sure we don't hit the gate with it though. And we do want to spray the whole field, even though we don't have weeds on some of it. Spraying the whole field will mean that we never get weeds on the whole of it. There we are. And spray away. So yeah, this will kill off the ones that are here and will prevent the ones that have yet to appear from appearing. Need to get that boom out of the edge there. There we go. And as you can see, it's also resetting the ground so that it no longer looks like it's got slurry on it. But it does make it easier for us to see where we've gone, of course, quite nicely, as well as the dead weeds too. And we've hit another growth stage, which is slightly concerning, because although we've killing off the weeds in here is fine, and we're fairly well fertilized in here, the problem we've got is our other field most definitely is not. And while we have sections of it that we can fertilize, and we'll be able to fertilize, the problem we've got, and the issue we've got, is there's that big patch of yellow in the middle of the field which hasn't been fertilized at all yet. We probably should have done that first. That would have been quite good. But we're going to get rid of the weeds today. We will get that fertilized next time. But it is concerning. We're only one growth stage away from that crop being ready. And yeah, we are going to be in trouble because, well, we can't fully fertilize that anymore. So almost done with the herbicide in this field now. And just need to get around the bottom here to clear this out. And there. And looking good. We need to go down this headland because we have got some weeds down here along the edge. So we'll get rid of those as well. You can just see just in there, they're dying off now. And we've got the same thing here as well. And then we've got this little bit in the corner where we haven't quite got rid of them all. Right, turn that off. Fold this up. Although we could conceivably, we can get out this corner without this. We may be able to leave this done because I think we can lift this right up and it may get over the gatepost, lifting this right up. Moment of truth, is that going to get over the fence? Yes, it does. Just absolutely fantastic. So we can just continue on here with this fairly big trade of this, but yeah, this will now be completely weeded along with our other fields, and you can see these are grown quite a lot more. It's not a huge patch in this field that's grown ahead of the rest of it, but it is enough for me to be slightly disappointed that I didn't go and fertilize this when I said I was going to, and decided to just sort of, well, the idea was to do it with the slurry, and unfortunately we couldn't get that patch done with the slurry, which is why I went and did the other one. But this one we will get done with the well, we'll get this fertilized as much as we can. There will be this little patch of yellow here that we just can't do, but otherwise we're all good. Last little bit to clear up now. Hopefully this will reach across the whole of it. Yeah, it seems to be just about. I might have a little strip of weeds on one side or the other, but that is cleared these two fields of weeds, which is fantastic. We now need to make sure that we get, I want to get the other field fully fertilized. We need to get a first set of fertilizer on here as late as that is. So that's what we're going to be looking at doing next time. Alongside, probably having a look at our cows, because it's been a while since we've done something with the cows. And I did notice quite a large manure build-up over there. The good news about this is, though, despite the fact that we've spent more money than I'd like to, we're down to 23,500. By the time we have sold stuff at the BGA and sort of start the next game day, these two fields should be ready to harvest. So yeah, we'll be harvesting those and then buying our new fields, because we will easily have enough. We need to sell milk next time, so definitely a very cow-centered episode going forward. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.